NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20! 57 to Mike. Watch the run.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch time. Tight end right.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, they run with Howard. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
65.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
82.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Alert. Hey, check Mike. Hey, exit. 57. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. On 2nd down, Michel, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, check it. 53 to Mike. Good. Let's go, D. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Shadow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check it.
50. On 1st down, Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 72.
Brady now to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Just like that.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wait, 20. 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
1st down, here's White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
Wait, 20. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, 66.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yeah. Make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Shit. He's crashing. He's Dre 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check hot route. Hot. Slam.
Now Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We got this.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Lefty, lefty.
Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Alpha. Jackson, reload.
To throw again. Brady. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Mark 57. It's been a long day for you. 57's the mark.
Brady now on 1st down. It's complete. James White. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Alpha.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Caught by Sanu. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
36.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Hey, wahoo. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Wentz going to throw. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Slam. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Crunch. You draw Corker. Alert! Hey, go 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Deuce. 53 men now. 57 the mark. 57. Hey, team 6. Hey, check Mike 57. I got you. 57. Hey, second.
Brady now on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check. Lucky.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shift.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Rip left. Watch the slide. Motion. Watch twist. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Wide motion. Mike 51. Porky, 82, Porky.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180.
Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive starts with a run by White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
No, 66. Alert!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. There's no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Now Brady again. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Running right, here's Sanders. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try now for Wentz. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So